Hello, this is Cusax, and as you can see, I'm in a new world. I found the surreal option in there, and it does kind of live up to this little picture with tall spires of rock and stuff. Feels like an alien world to me, so I decided to give it a try. It's will make for a very difficult start in normal game because it took me 2 days in game of climbing and using the pick and digging my way through this mountain and stuff to, find just 2 trees. I don't know how plentiful food will be and stuff when they implement it, but it can be a rough start. On the third day, I found like a new biome. If you go back over here, there's these little ravines with trees and grass and stuff. I found a couple pockets where there's some trees, but the ravines really got me going because I don't know how much I wanted to do this until I found these, and I started following them, and I was like, wow, okay, there's, trees are really important for a lot of stuff, so that was good. So I started following them, and then I actually was able to make it to this a larger clearing up ahead. Just fly through all this, and then I decided to set up some base camp, and that's what I was going to give you the kind of tour on what I've been up to in this alien-like world. And my base is just ahead. Let's stop flying, and then I can run, which I think's a little faster, but it's just up ahead, my base. Nope, did I miss it? Ah, yes, here we go. So, I was clearing out this area over here, and so here's my base camp. I dug in, I took one of the little canyons and I put down a floor because I had tons of stone. Got myself a little basic shelter, and then I started putting in some of the amenities and stuff, and gear and things like that. A door for when they add animals, hopefully that'll protect me and stuff. And over here, for whatever reason, I was thinking that if there's multiple people on a server and stuff, how I might want to hide some of the stuff to limit what they could disturb and stuff. And if they didn't know where my crafting table is and stuff, that'd save me almost a stack of wood. The crafting table and my block table were separate out and stuff, because those there's trees here and stuff, but overall, given my experience with the farm and stuff, you can go through a lot of wood, and this being limited to these ravines and stuff definitely reduces the amount of wood that's available. So it kind of seems like a precious resource. So I thought I would move them over here away from the main part of my base and stuff to protect them. And let's see here. Let's change the time for the video purposes. There we go. Alright, so okay, so over here is where I put in the basis of my what will be my mine when that's valuable. So this is kind of a very basic start, and so I had this going on, and I was like, you know what, let's continue with this theme of worrying about other people on servers and stuff. Like if this is some alien frontier, lawless, and there's no protections or anything, what could I do next to help protect myself? Well, I said, well, I could leave this as kind of like a little sham. It's got the lights to attract people and stuff like that. So I was like, but I want like a secure base, and that isn't going to be very secure. So I started building a hidden base. If you go back here, it looks a lot like it's just just another little canyon and stuff, and it digs down and there's no way out or whatever, and that takes you back out. But if you go slowly here, if you look up and to the right, oh no, there's another way out. So you climb up and over, And then here's my more civilized base. You know, gave me a full set of equipment and stuff here. You know, the upgraded tent and table and stuff. So, put in some walls, and I got this door over here for this area. I'm not sure if I'm going to build it out for me and maybe build a bedroom or something, or use this for animal pen or something. In my explorations, I found pretty much this series of little chambers and stuff. So I actually built it out, and it really seems like a good escape path. You know, if something finds the main way in, and I need to get out of there, I can run over here. It also gives me some nooks and crannies. I might be able to build some additional living space and stuff without giving away the base. And then it ends on this ravine, and I have yet to explore the ravine down there and see, you know, find out where it could take me, the caves and stuff that are attached to it. I have fallen down there and survived, so I know that's not going to be the problem and stuff. But you know, this little ravine kind of adds an entrance that isn't really an entrance, because it just looks like, you know, it's just more into that, and there's no actual way over there without, you know, flying or whatever. So, and that was what I was thinking there. So far this has been the basis. I kind of dug through. Now, to help protect all this, you know, because this is my hidden base, I was like, alright, well, one of the things you'll figure out in this is that you can climb really, like, look how steep this is, and I can just climb right up it, and a lot of the stuff you can just climb right up it, because you can climb some really sheer items in this game so far. I don't know if they plan to change that. I kind of hope so, because it seems a little too good. You should need some climbing gear and climb a lot slower. But so with all that stone I collected in the 3 days of hacking through those stone spires, I used a lot of it to build up a slight concaveness to these walls, so that you can't actually climb up and into these areas, and kind of sealed off with some of the small holes and stuff. So it just seems like, you know, natural and everything, but you can't just climb right over it like you can normally. And like, if you went over there, you could just climb up a whole bunch of this stuff. So I tried to keep it nice and, you know, hidden and stuff like that. I didn't put any lights in that part of the base, so, you know, there's no yellow glow or anything protruding that there's something there. And then that runs all the way over to that same ravine, but you can't get around this without hacking through it to get to that little entrance, you know. But there's the ravine, and there's that little exit point that I showed you before. So I was like, yeah, that's not too bad. So that gives a lot of different options, you know, for protection and building out and stuff. And, you know, I even have an actual mine. That first mine was just kind of for show, like, yeah, it's some new starter player. But back here, if you go down and around, I made it kind of convoluted so that the light that I put in here you can't see really from out there. If you're right here, you can kind of see the yellow glow there of the light, but as you go back, there's no telltale signs of light or anything except at the very base, which if you're on the other side of the secure wall, you can't actually see. So there's no sign that, you know, that's back there, that mine is back there. So, and then, you know, from that one, that's the first light, and then you just keep going, and, you know, the rest will be just fine and stuff. So, but I mean, all that security work, and this is all I got to show for it, that's not good enough. Alright, let's use that same insane climbing issue to climb up and over and to over here. Now we're gonna go up the mountain. Just oh, there's that escape path. Yeah, let's keep going. And it gets really twisty and stuff, and come through a little cave over here and down, and just keeps going and going. There's little, you know, drop-offs and side parts and stuff, you know, And so I keep going and going and up and over, and welcome to my real base. So this is where I've actually put most of my effort into, and this is why it's been so long. What I've been working on since my last project. So, you know, I've put in some nice stuff, and here's my actual crafting area with some nice setup of everything that you can need, and a little storage from extra stuff. And I tried to maintain a lot of natural light. It's open up here with really high walls and such, so that, you know, pretty much from all the other approaches that you just can't see this place. It's all buried down in this deep canyon, and it goes all the way down there. I've had to dig out most of everything from about that first landing down. I had to dig out most of the stone. So in this one I went with a very modern look, given that, you know, it's an alien world type of thing, so, you know, it wouldn't be out without modern convenience type knowledge and stuff, like where the farmhouse was supposed to be more rustic. You know, I put in this window, which was another skylight down there, and then I have this place available. I might dig it out a little more, but I was thinking of putting a garden down there, you know, digging up a bunch of dirt and putting it in there. You know, I had some problems leveling with the rake and dirt. When you get around stone, it likes to round it out, so this would just be a big bowl if I did it now. So I'm gonna give them time to fix that. But, you know, get some really nice light out here coming in. So if we continue along, we'll take the upstairs first. Here's where I built my bedroom. Again, open to the sky, and there's this nice little cutout here, which probably, you know, makes this more likely to be discovered, this bedroom piece, from over there. But, you know, there's no ravines and stuff. But, and I'll probably intentionally go over there and cut down trees and stuff, like the one you can kind of see in the distance, like that one there. But just kind of gives a nice view and stuff for, you know, waking up in the morning and stuff. And then I've got myself a modern bathroom, you know, no outhouse for me. So I don't like crapping in the woods. So if we continue down, you know, I've got these nice little landings here, and then I've got like my living area, couches and stuff. Could really use like a, you know, intergalactic TV or something, you know. And then I've got, you know, my dining room table and stuff, and, you know, I got kitchen all set up where I can. Oh, I didn't know you could open these. That's cool. Huh. I have to play with those more. I don't know why there's red and. Oh, that's neat. I did not know that part. So, cool. And then I built myself an oven, you know, so that I can cook my food down here and stuff and entertain. And then this is the entrance to that area that was showing up above. That'd be like a garden and stuff, you know, once I put down some dirt and plant some stuff down there, make it really nice. And then finally, I dug on down and I built myself a little secure storeroom. You know? So you come in, and then I've got shelves and chests and some barrels and things. So I got a ton of storage down here. I hope that I'll be able to actually put stuff on shelves, that they're, you know, be able to place things on there and stuff. That'd be pretty cool, especially if they add like artifacts or fossils or weird things like that. You know, that'd be kind of cool. I saw those in some of these suggestions. But this is the bulk of my work. I mean, making sure the stone lines up against the brick, you know, against the concrete and stuff like that, and getting everything furnished and lit up and stuff. But, you know, digging it out, and I've been trying to pay careful attention to, you know, make sure the light doesn't go too high in the walls and things like that, so it's not betraying its presence here and stuff. So it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And when you get pretty far away and you're down in the tangle and stuff, when you come through the ravine, you can't see anything at all. If you're coming over the rocks and stuff, when you're down in there, it's really hard to see the signs and stuff unless you get to one of the really high peaks. I'm hoping that by clearing out the trees and stuff over there, you know, that would remove the curiosity to go this direction type of thing. So, because as I said, until you find the ravines and stuff with the trees in them, there are very few trees out in the rocks themselves. So, that is my project. Project number 3, Alien Homeworld Base, I guess I'll call it. And I think it's looking pretty nice, pretty modern looking, carved out of stone, put in recessed lighting and things like that. When they add electricity and stuff, that might have to change some of the designs. If they add weather, I might have to think about putting in a roof of some sort. So, we'll see. There's lots of different options there and stuff. Water, if I could find some sort of water source and stuff when they add water, it'll be helpful. But that is my project. I hope you've enjoyed. Have a good one.